What's going on, everyone? My name is BoIt and I am back with some more Age of Titans action. This is a little bit different, spawning in the not anywhere on the map because it's Nomad, the red player playing Oranos, LNC Velite, DoD's J4Jc3 spawning as the Teal Oranos player. Who else is on the front? LNC Im0nFir3 again playing Oranos in the green color, and Magyar playing Oranos in the blue color. Do you see town centers getting found and snatched up by everybody? Is this an Oranos mirror? Yep, everyone's Oranos. How exciting is that? In any case, what's going on? Magyar's not getting any ships out. Velite's got a house up, and does he have any ships out? He's got one ship coming out and a couple more boats getting produced. He's got the town center going up. We do see Im0nFir3 choosing not to use any of that fish. And DoD's J4Jc3. I want to think of a different way to say that. Can we pretend that that 4 is an A and that C is like another E, so it's like Jage? Jage? If we call him Jage, would he get offended? I have no idea. I don't actually know how he pronounces his name. Maybe I'll ask him. We'll just call him J4 for this video, and I might send him a message and ask him how to pronounce his name. I probably should have done that before I did this video. In any case, Magyar got the 2 villagers on food. I've got no idea how to cast this game because I just don't know how to play this map. I've never, like, I might have played it, like I might have messed around with it and just like made something up on the spot, but really, like, I don't know what to do. And we do see a rogue villager just wandering through here, gonna be stealing some gold from Magyar. How sneaky is that? That's hilarious though, because there's nothing you can do because there's a ceasefire that goes on for the first 3 minutes of this map, and basically Magyar's just gonna be like, I can't do anything. He's taking my gold money. Oh, what a win for J4 right there. Actually, no, I'm an idiot. I'm just gonna stop talking for a little bit. Well, okay, so my heads are back in gear. J4 is actually on Magyar's team because they're both from the team DoD, and this is like the RTSL finals, right? So he was taking gold from Magyar, not the red player or the green player who were on the enemy team. I'm going to hit the fog of war button so I can see what's going on. Then I'm going to go over to Velite, and I'm going to start talking about him and just forget that whatever just happened just happened. Anyhow, looks like Velite's going for a very fast uptime. He's almost got the 400 food. There's no reason to build another villager after this one, but he's got it on auto queue. No, he doesn't. He's turned off auto queue, so he's going to be advancing, and he's going to be hitting the classical age at like 3 minutes. Im0nFir3 will be doing a similar thing. He's got the temple up, and yeah, there we go, getting that early classical age, and he's actually got no gold nearby. Where's he going to be mining gold from? This is the thing about this map that is very odd. Yeah, it's got gold mines over here, and all these gold mines everywhere. Like, what should happen is there should be one large gold mine near every single town center on the map. That's how the map should be programmed. But instead, it's like one gold mine near every couple, like one large gold mine near 4 town centers on the map because there's 4 players. Like 1, 2, 3. I don't even know. There's a 4th one somewhere, probably there. 4. See, there's 4. There's 4 town centers on the map. Yep. And we see military barracks going up for LNC Velite. I mean, that one's relatively close, but it's not actually close. Like, it's not right nearby the town center like the other 4 town centers are. And we see more barracks going up for Im0nFir3. So this game might be very fast, very quickly going over. Velite's spamming out. Probably going to be Terma and what are the other ones called? Because I can't remember for the life of me. Mermillo, there we go. Mermillo. Looks like Im0nFir3 is opting for simply just the Terma at the present time because he can't afford anything else, obviously. he hasn't been fishing, and Magyar has. I mean, and LNC Velite has. Magyar's been fishing as well, so he's going to have to defend in some way, shape or form. He is in the classical age, but he was a little bit late as compared to what Im0nFir is. So defending this is going to be very difficult in terms of like sheer numbers, because he's going to be a production cycle behind what Velite is. So Velite's going to have an extra unit on top of Magyar. At least I believe they were at different times that they advanced. I could be wrong. It could be exactly the same, and the production cycles could be very similar, but who knows. So the macro is going to be very important for both players here, making sure they're always producing units and always have the correct amount of houses and everything like that, as we do see that J4's manor is under attack here. J4's only got one counter barracks coming out, got the second counter barracks coming out, got a bunch of Prometheans sitting here idle at the back. He's got an idle villager here, so this is a very good play by J4 by any stretch of the imagination. He really needs to get those sorted out. I know he's under a lot of pressure here in terms of like the attacking and stuff, but Magyar seems to be handling it quite well, sitting at the very strong position he is. So he's going to be moving over to J4's base and trying to micro a little bit just to pick off some of the units as he picks off a lot of HP on that Oracle side. It's a really smart play there. You see that excuse me, that you can throw those spears, and if you move the unit, if you throw the spear before the other person throws the spear and then move it, like it's sort of shoot and scoot micro like from StarCraft 2, then what happens is they miss and you don't. Like, it's really interesting. The micro wars of Atlantean. I think that Ensemble did a really nice job with designing the units for Atlantean. I just don't think that the race as a whole functions in a very interesting way. You can take what you can from it though. It might not have been their fault, like, but the way that the people who played the game have decided to play the game, it's just forced what it's forced. As Velite losing a lot of units there for free, that's not a good thing by any stretch of the imagination. It looks like is J4 have 2 villages on gold? Yeah, he's mining from Magyar's gold mine and this gold mine over here. So this game is heavily relying on Magyar's ability to group it together and really carry J4. There's a micro battle going on right here. There's a lot of dead units and a lot of kills basically. I think that Velite actually might be able to come out ahead here just because he's got so many Murmillo when there's just not that many units here. As Im0nFir coming in here trying to pick off some of these villagers if he can, and he's actually picking off one of those No, he's not. He lives with 9 HP. In any case, we do see that. Well, it's very hard for Magyar to play here now. He's going to get sandwiched by Velite and Im0nFir, and there's not much that J4 can do without losing all of his units to a fight. But Shockwave goes off. There's the first one of the 12 in this game. And don't get me started on how overpowered Shockwave is. As we do see that J4Jc3 going to be retreating his army into Magyar's base, but Shockwave going down. Fourth Shockwave going down, so we've got one more to come before the reset cycle. But I don't think that Im0nFir is going to be using that. Oh, he did use it. Or did he? Yeah, no, we're going to wait for Im0nFir to find that perfect position to Shockwave. He could Shockwave here, he could Shockwave over there. But this fight's going very heavily in the favour of the LNC team. All of J4's units are dead, bar those 2 Terma, as more Terma come over to join the fight. A lot of Magyar's units are dying as well, however, it's not like it's so one-sided. Like, it's very nice play by Magyar and DoD J4Jc3 there to hold on. So I don't know what to say there. I can't really explain what's going on just because I don't know, but it looks like very aggressive expanding by the green player. Like, his map position just looks very dominant. If we check out the what's been searched, what's been found on this map, like J4's, he hasn't really found much. Magyar on the other hand hasn't found much either. They haven't been scouting very well. But if we click over onto Im0nFir, he's got all of this location searched out. He's seen pretty much everything. He's searching with this medium Terma as well, and he's just making sure that no sneaky business is going on. And I think that's really smart. LNC Velite actually taking the lead in his team right now. His macro is very strong. Turn Fog of War back off. IM0nFir now going to be coming over here, and there's going to be a little bit of a duel going on here with J4Jc3 and IM0nFir. But it looks like J4's going, nah, I don't want to do this. I'm just going to let Magyar sandwich you, and you're going to just lose all your units. But IM0nFir not really losing, not really falling for that trick. He's probably going to just be able to retreat out of here if he feels like it, or fight it for that matter. But looks like Magyar has too many units, and J4 is coming over as well, so Green Player's going to have to retreat a little bit, but these units over here raiding going to hit those villages quite hard. Magyar going to be like, no, I don't want to lose those, so he's running them over to J4's base, but there's not really much to defend over at J4's base. On the map Nomad, you don't get 4 free starting towers, you only get that town center defending it, so you're pretty much free as an Oranos player to just come in and just pick off units from range and do what you can. As Magyar managed not to lose any units, but it looks like J4 going to be losing that citizen, and if he's not careful and he's not quick enough to garrison that. You do see a lot of units though for IM0nFir losing, actually no, you're only losing 1 or 2 for that out of position behavior that he's throwing. Actually losing a lot of units there, unfortunate for him, but what we need to see is there's a bunch of units gathering from the gold mine over here, and I'm pretty sure that's been spotted by Magyar and J4 as they do come over here to try and pick them off. Really need to pick off those manors though first, otherwise it's going to be very difficult. We do see a couple of Bareems over here stopping Magyar's fishing economy there, so everything going right for IM0nFir and Velite, but we did see that a second town center grabbed by Magyar, so his economy is going to be kicking into overdrive right now, but losing a lot of units again. There's lots of sort of poor positioning, I think. It comes a lot down to not knowing the map and not knowing where you can extend your army, because it's so, I don't know, it's weird, it's circular in some ways, but it's not, like, you can, I can't explain it, but they've just been running their army into weird spots, but which they wouldn't normally run them, and thus they've been losing a lot of free units, and it's been very, very odd. But the story right here is J4. It just doesn't seem like he's understood this map as well. He's in the same position that I am in terms of, but he's playing the game. Like, he's showing you exactly how I would have played this game and how bad it would have been. It's just J4 suffering. He doesn't have a close gold mine, and he doesn't have anything, and it's very hard. I don't think he's got anyone on gold. He's got 1 villager on gold, so he's going to be spamming very, very slowly, and Magyar just going to be like, oh, I've got a micro, I've got to win this game, and do all this stuff, and it's going to be like this, and like this, and like this, and J4's all like, I'm under so much pressure, I can't do anything, and I don't have a gold mine in me, I'm really grumpy right now, and it's my grumpy place, see? In any case, it looks like the water's gone to the LNC team. Magyar not paying attention to it by any stretch of the imagination, and gold getting tributed by Magyar. I don't think he's got the gold though to tribute. He's got like 9 villages on gold though, so he's really power mining at the moment. So trying to pump out as many units as he can. I think he's actually trying to get a 3rd town center going if he can. If I was Magyar personally, I would just get like 6 town centers and try and win the game myself. Like, in a lot of situations that's the wrong way to do it, but J4 is just so far ahead, so far behind, and Magyar's so far ahead that he can really pull it off, sort of. Like, it means you have to do a lot more because you've got a lot more population under your belt, but it also takes it's weird, like, you sort of have to do it because there's no way that you can say, yeah, J4 here, I have 3 town centers. And we do see that IM0nFir also taking the initiative to grab that top town center there. Velite though, not yet with the gold. Actually does, he should be grabbing a town center very shortly as well. We do see that Velite reacting to that raid from Magyar very nicely, and this raid over here really picking off the units that he can. J4 losing units again, like, this is such a big thing there. Losing those Terma when you can't produce more Terma is bad. Like, as I was talking about on the last game in Mediterranean, it's very similar. If you don't have the units to fight, then try not to fight. Like, if you can avoid it, you should. Magyar now picking up that 3rd town center. Needs to think about grabbing that town center, but I don't know if he can. There's a very weird choke here. If he can chop through a couple of these woods, actually, if he chops through that one palm tree, then he can sneak through and grab that town center if he so chooses. But that's some advanced tactics, and I don't even think he's scouted that out yet. No, he hasn't scouted that out yet. He can probably run through there, actually. I'm not sure if that's pathing blocked or not. A shockwave goes on. Actually, that was a shockwave from J4, and Velite threw one down as well. So J4 going to be using his Shockwave to the best ability. Shockwave's a lot like Restoration in terms of mirror god powers. Restoration is much better used later, like after your opponent, than before, because it just is. Like, I'd explain it, but there's too much action going on, and I just want to talk about this. Magyar is just, I think he's actually overkilling units. That's weird. This is the other thing about Atlantean, which is really unique, almost unique. Slingers and Peltas do it as well, but with Atlantean, their Terma, if you grab 5 of them and you focus fire on another Terma, that Terma's going to probably die in one shot. So if you grab more than 5 Terma, you're actually overkilling, and it's actually really bad. It's like, and someone who doesn't micro will probably beat you in terms of stuff like that. So you have to think about that though. Like that's something that's really weird. If you sort of group your Terma like this, if you grab 5 and like this and like this, then what you can do is you can cycle through them, and you can hit that. You can 5, 6, 7, and just keep on doing that. And it's going to be one of the more effective ways of microing your Terma. And it's very hard to do as well. Like I'm saying I can do this, but it's really hard to do. I'm not sure exactly how people do it, but that would be how I would do it. But I don't play the Titans, so I can't really comment that much about what's effective and what's not effective. But that just seems to me like what is important and what's not. We do see this dock still getting attacked. It's very interesting. However, Velite and Im0nFir really putting the pressure on. If Magyar doesn't have the army to deal with this, then he's not going to be able to mine from that gold mine, and there's actually no more gold mines that they can mine from. J4 actually getting that second town center. His economy probably finally kicking into gear. He's got 8 villages on gold. It might be worthwhile sending that gold over to Magyar at the moment, actually, just so he can secure the gold mine at his base. And Magyar's just going to be moving over here, probably going to try and mine from that gold mine. But Im0nFir already got that scouted out. Magyar not going to be able to get anything from it. Actually, so he's got the gold mine there, and just excuse what I said, Magyar's fine for another couple minutes. In terms of gold, what is he got? He's got like 1k wood again, and he doesn't have an armory. I can bet you that much. He doesn't have an armory. So again, I don't think anyone's got any armory upgrades either. Actually, Im0nFir's got the armory upgrades, so his unit's going to be stronger than Magyar, so he can do the things. So that's one of the, again, like I said it last game, it's one of the things which Magyar doesn't think about. And it's not always the right decision, but it's not always the wrong decision. But it's just something to keep in the back of your mind when watching players' games. It's like what they do and what they don't do, and what their tendencies are, and what you can sort of do to counter that tendency, and all this other really complicated junk, which is complicated and I can't explain because I don't understand it myself. As Magyar throws up the armor and he's starting to go through to the heroic case through Thea. Im0nFir going through Thea as well. Velite not yet close, and J4 not close at all, losing a bunch of villages there. Actually, they're all in manor. There's a couple of villages there, not a bunch, just maybe 1 or 2. So J4 really being able to do what he needs to do. I think if he sent those villages over to that gold mine now, it'd be a little bit better, just because he's got that town center to defend against it. Magyar, on the other hand, is he going to be able to go straight to the Mythic Age, or what's the deal there? Because generally what you see by the Oranos players is that they skip the Heroic Age. They don't like it. They much prefer to be in the Mythic Age and stuff like that. They'll throw up a palace, but then they'll just go, yeah, I've had enough of this age, I'd rather be in the Mythic Age, and getting out of Titan and stuff like that. As LNC, Im0nFir throwing up towers and really wanting to defend their gold mines, because they know that that's how you win and lose this map. Magyar sitting on 4 town centers, J4 sitting on only the 3, and actually Magyar getting that 5th town center going, so he's really going to have to be the carry mode. He doesn't quite have the resources to get to that Mythic Age, which looks like he wants to do right away, because he's not spending them all. Does he have a market? He doesn't quite yet have a market. He's throwing up the palace. This is weird. I'm saying things which he's doing. This doesn't happen. Why is this happening? He's going to throw up the palace, he's going to get the market, he's going to go right to the Mythic Age. Oh, I'm actually a little bit happy that I said something that's right for once. Yeah, high five, boy. Yeah, well done. Actually, he doesn't even have the resources to do it because he's sitting so far behind, because he's got 5 town centers. If he only had 4 town centers or 3 town centers, then he probably would have been able to. Throwing up that next palace, he wants to hold on to that gold mine. Magyar getting kicked off that gold mine from his town center there. IM0nFir really being active with this tournament. It's really good to see that sort of thing happening. We do see that IM0nFir going to be fighting J4 here. He's got a bunch of Dryads which are going to be able to soak up the damage from those Terma. 1 or 2 Terma, they're getting Hero-wise to deal with the Dryads as Shockwave goes down, but that's not a good use of Shockwave. When the Shockwave, a couple of those Terma, we do see Shockwaves available for the top 2 players. But wait, who was it? Velite and Magyar. So they're going to have to do something like that. Magyar not even going to be going to the Hero Gate, so what I said was wrong, unfortunately. Wrong yet again, BoIt. I'm going to have to retake that high five. You don't hear anything, but I just like unclasped my hands from like the high five stance, if you know what that means. another marker going up for Magyar. He knows he's going to be out of gold at some point, so he's going to start getting that trade route going. The lead on the other hand, throwing a bunch of towers, getting up a palace himself. He's going to try and defend against this push from this side. He's going to try and push back into Magyar's base. IM0nFir on the other hand, just continually trying to push J4. The idea behind this is, yeah, let's let Magyar have 5 town centers. Let's let him get all of that stuff happening. We're just going to defend, and I'm going to push against the guy who is down and out. If I get one of his town centers, then that means that town centers are even, and we can keep on pushing through and win this game. As we do see that again, IM0nFir coming in here and picking off Magyar's villages. Here's something that I would do if I was IM0nFir, so you don't really have to follow these villages. You can set them to passive stance with Alt S, and then they'll just sit there and they'll just kill the villages, and you won't have to micro them at all. In terms of you won't have to stop them running into the enemy town center and getting attacked. The palace now getting taken down by Magyar. He's got a bunch of destroyers, but a couple of them aren't actually focused firing that path. That could result in something bad, because a couple of them are actually dying, and it's really disappointing when I see that. Like, people, lots of players of this game, they don't treat destroyers as siege units like they are. Like, if you saw a siege tower not attacking that palace, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's okay, it's a siege tower, it's allowed to attack another Murmillo. You'd be like, no, stop attacking the Murmillo, you've got to go attack that palace, and you make him attack the palace, and it'll be really good. But destroyers just don't. Like, if he had that, I mean, just if he had 2 more destroyers on that palace, probably would have died. Let's be honest. Magyar actually stopped making caravans. So they got 6 of them. It's a little bit interesting. I don't understand that. Maybe he feels like he's got enough gold mines to survive a little bit longer, and he doesn't have the population to really do anything with it. But he doesn't have full population either, so I don't know. Anyhow, J4 now with the mass Terma, and we love seeing mass Terma, don't we? All of those Atlantean haters out there. How many does he have? It looks like a lot. Yeah, he's got at least 30. Probably got a little bit more than 30. Well, maybe he's only just got 30. He needs to think about getting to the heroic age. Oh, he's in the heroic age. Might want to think about getting those fortified town centers up. So this is a little bit interesting now. IM0nFir is going to have to come over here and defend, because if the lead's getting pushed back, he's fighting 2 town centers versus 5 town centers, whereas J4 is only fighting 2 town centers versus 3 town centers. So it's going to be a little bit difficult for. It's going to be easier for Magyar to push through to the lead than for IM0nFir to push through J4. But I don't think we're seeing enough of those. It's got like 3 palaces, but we don't see enough destroyers coming out for IM0nFir. He's got the resources to do so, but he's just not. And he's got the auto queued as well. It's just unfortunate that he's not really able to, because he doesn't have the population. Again, no fortified town centers. This might be a theme. Is this something? Oh, he's getting both. He's going to the Titan Age and he's getting fortified town centers. Why did he get to the Mythic Age? I don't understand. Oh, he took out Magyar's town center and Magyar's gold supply. Really nice use of Tartarian Gate that I missed there. Alright, I'm really on the money today. Like, this is going to be so entertaining for you, like me missing everything in this game. I hope that's like not the worst thing ever. So if this Titan's going to come out, I've got to put my money on LNC to win this game right now. They've got a Titan, they're in Mythic Age, taking down Magyar's back town center, and Magyar has to deal with that, and there's Tartarian spawns everywhere around there. IM0nFir is caught up with Magyar. He's actually in front of Magyar in terms of score, so that's economy and military and improvements that he's kicking Magyar's butt in. Magyar's continually spamming units over here. He knows he has to get that town center down to win. Throwing up a sky passage, just for the heck of it, wants to be able to get around the map as fast as possible. And basically J4 can't do anything with his army because there's all these palaces just surrounding his units, and then there's the fortified town centers. Here, just to put like insult to injury, would just be throw a wall there. Just like throw a wall there and throw a wall over there and just be hilarious. So you do see the sky passage getting sky passage, so he can send all the villages he wants over to that Titan gate. So he believes, and I believe, that if he gets that Titan gate up, it's going to be GG. I don't think that Magyar is going to be close to the Mythic Age. No, not going to be close. The thing about sitting on 5 town centers for so long and not being pop capped, it means you'd be spending all your resources on auto queued units. And again, as a result, he's only just having army upgrades. So he's got so much population to spend with, and this is a rule of thumb which I've seen how he plays. Like I've analysed Magyar's games, and what he does is he waits till his full population before he buys anything. Like he just spams units and spams units and spams units and spams units and spams units, unless he's trying to get up ages, in which case he'll just like, I'm going to stop spamming units, I'm going to get my age up and spam units again. And then when he's full popular, like, oh okay, I'll get some armor upgrades, oh okay, I'll get some wine upgrades or something like that. Oh okay, I'll get some economic upgrades. Like he's so focused on that. It's a really interesting style of play. Again, like it's not bad. It's I'm not by any stretch of the imagination saying it's bad. It's a choice. It's just that I don't like it. It's not bad. I just don't like it. I make perfect sense sometimes. Im0nFir though, really showing how strong of a player he is. I wish I knew exactly who he was, which I don't. Im0nFir just going to be defending over here with a minimal amount of units. J4 with the heavy timber himself going to be able to push through this location. The Symphilian birds as well going to be doing a lot of damage. Medium destroys, however, going to be soaking up that damage and really defending as the Titan comes out. Now, send those villagers back to Earth, Im0nFir. You don't have enough resources to do anything. He's going to probably send that to and just destroy this position, or he's just going to run over here and destroy J4Jc3. One or the other. It looks like he's going for J4 because J4 is trying to pick off this town center. Symphilian birds actually do a lot of damage. Like, it's surprising the amount of damage they do to that town center. What is it? They do 11 pierce damage per attack. And how many do they throw? I don't know how many they throw. They throw a lot. They throw a lot of units. They just do stuff. So you're gonna see this Titan running around and doing stuff, and it's gonna be really cool. And he's gonna get stuck because he's a retard. I always like looking at the art. I mean, it's really bad. Like, you look at his face and it's like really pixelated, and like his mouth is like open. He's got like teeth coming out, and he's got like molten coming off him, and it's like, I mean, from the time like 2004 or 2003 when this was made, it's just like sick artwork. But if you look at games today, you're like, this is so cartoony. Like, what's wrong with this game? Whatever. Anyhow. Magyar trying to push through here. He's got a bunch of Symphilian birds out there to counter that Titan, or some stretch of that. J4 losing his town center now. Nothing he can do to stop that. But to counter that, Im0nFir lost his town center, so it's like a 1-for-1. But there's a Titan involved, as we do see that the Titan coming over here. That Symphilian bird's actually going to take some area of effect damage. If you see that, look at that. Which is why you need to be aware of where your Symphilian bird is if you want to be using them to counter the Titan. Excuse me. And yeah, Titans are really strong and stuff. They do lots of damage to things, and if you don't protect them, then they're going to die. In any case, town center going to get up straight away from Im0nFir. Again, Velite. Wow, I've just been neglecting him so much. He's done such a tremendous job defending against Magyar. Like, Magyar's just had 5 town centers to 2 for the most of the game, now 4 town centers to 2. Been pushing through, and he just hasn't been able to do it. Magyar's sitting at nearly 160 population. It's just really incredible the amount of time he's managed to gain for himself. He knew he wasn't going to win, like, by himself. He knew that he had to rely on Im0nFir to win, but like, he's just managed to push through. He's picking off this town center. I guess the only hope for Team DoD is to really like spawn some Titans themselves, but I don't think there's time. Like, Magyar's not in the Mythic Age, and he's not in the Titan Age either. Like, he doesn't have anything. And he's just continually spamming units, and another town center for J4 actually does fall. So Im0nFir now going to be pushing through here, grabbing town centers left, right, and center. He doesn't really have resources though, which is the one saving grace for Magyar and J4. So if they can keep on pushing as J4 resigns, then they might be able to win. But they say GG and they've had enough. This map was weird. I liked it. I've learnt a little bit about it. I guess the one thing that I can say about this game is that J4 built his town center in... Let's have a bit of yawn there, I'm sorry. In one of the worst spots possible on the map. What he could have done was he could have walled off that location, and he could have walled off that location. No. He would have had to have walled off that location, that location, that location, that location, and then that location. And then that town center would have been fine. He would be able to mine from that gold mine, he would be able to mine from that gold mine, and it would have been completely fine. However, unfortunately what happened was they didn't utilize walls. They got gold starved. Well, J4 got really abused by just raids everywhere, and Im0nFir and Velite just like, yeah, they did some really strong teamwork and managed to hold Magyar off with 5 town centers, and Im0nFir Velite took the game to 1-1. There's one more game to watch, however, spoilers, it didn't really count, so I have to replay it. I'm not going to cast that game in this batch, I'll cast it another time. It's a very good game, so be sure to tune in to watch that. If you did like this video, please rate by thumbs upping it, comment, give me a shout out. I do read every single comment you put out there, and I'll try to reply to them if I deem necessary to reply to them. I'll reply to them. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'd really enjoy to see the emails that come through that say there's such and such subscribe. Every time I see one, it's like, yay, I love life. So my name is BoIt. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.